Hello, we're the SpaceX fans and welcome to the SpaceX Show, the place where you can stay up to date with everything SpaceX. Today's episode of the SpaceX Show will be looking at a bunch of different updates about the company, including funding, some Starlink info, Crew Dragon updates, and then we'll wrap up the episode with the recent launch of Starlink-5. So let's take a look. SpaceX currently makes most of their money predominantly from launches, but has also made money from other sources in the past, such as funding from NASA and private investors. SpaceX are now looking to raise even more funds to the tune of around $500 million according to this CNBC article, which would bring the company's valuation to around $36 billion. As you obviously know, SpaceX is looking to rapidly speed up Starship, and so this funding will most likely help with those efforts. In other funding news, SpaceX has proposed a change to the FCC in order to allow it to qualify for a piece of federal subsidies according to the Wall Street Journal. Apparently, competitors weren't too happy and the FCC had previously barred satellite operators from bidding. They haven't yet given a decision on the proposal. Elon Musk recently spoke at Satellite 2020 in which he spoke about SpaceX's internet constellation. He talked about how it will help fund SpaceX.
But I think providing broadband is more like an order of magnitude more than that, probably $30 billion a year.
He explained the sort of speeds to expect.
Well, it will be it should be a good experience because it'll be very low latency. And we're targeting latency below 20 milliseconds. So somebody could play a fast response video game at a competitive level.
And the instructions seem easy enough.
The instructions on the box there's just two instructions and they can be done in either order. Point at sky, plug in.
And then finally, he talks about the IPO.
We're thinking about that zero.
We're thinking about that what?
Zero.
Zero?
Zero.
Not thinking about it at all.
We need to make the thing work.
Another small thing to mention is that a company called Momentus, who are a small-sat shuttle service, have bought 6 seats on SpaceX's rideshare mission. This article from TechCrunch says SpaceX will deliver 5 of the client payloads to sun-synchronous orbit and 1 to mid-inclined low Earth orbit. Now, a little bit of information regarding Crew Dragon. This article from CNBC reports that Gwynne Shotwell, the CEO of SpaceX, said that the company was expecting to launch the first astronauts in May. It also says that the company will still have to go through a certification process with the Demo 2 mission. It was previously stated by SpaceX that they would not be using Crew Dragon capsules for astronaut missions. Apparently this has changed and SpaceX are planning to reuse these capsules after all for crewed missions. Let me know down in the comments if you would fly on a reused crew capsule. One final thing to mention on Crew Dragon is private astronauts. The company Axiom has announced that it has signed a contract with SpaceX to launch 3 private astronauts and one of their employees to the International Space Station. The flight would be no earlier than the second half of 2021 and would last around 10 days. SpaceX have also got another launch on the books as Intelsat has chosen SpaceX to launch their next satellite. This mission will be to launch the Intelsat 40E satellite using a flight-proven Falcon 9 booster into the geostationary orbit. Finally, let's have a quick talk about the Starlink-5 mission, which was meant to launch on March 15th, but instead launched March 18th. When March 15th came, SpaceX did the countdown and the engines fired. Then a split second later, nothing. It had aborted.
Liftoff. Disregard. We have an abort.
SpaceX later tweeted, "Standing down today, standard auto abort triggered due to out-of-family data during engine power check." However, March 18th, the booster launched for its 5th reflight, and what an amazing milestone to accomplish.
0.
Then, we were expecting the first ever landing of an orbital class rocket booster for the 5th time, but unfortunately, there was no landing. During the ascent, there was what appeared to be an early engine cutoff, and it was later confirmed by Elon Musk that that was the case. Elon Musk also tweeted that the early engine cutoff didn't affect orbital insertion. He says that before the next mission, there is going to need to be a thorough investigation, so not sure if this will affect launch dates because on March 30th, there is supposed to be another Falcon 9 launch. Just on the same note of Starlink-5, Elon Musk also tweeted that the abort a few days ago was due to a slightly high engine power. He also says that the landing failure is possibly but not obviously related to this mission. Remember, SpaceX is the only company to ever accomplish propulsive landing of an orbital class booster, and they only managed to achieve the first landing 5 years ago. So even though SpaceX has got an immense amount of experience and data, these failures are expected to happen. That's it for this episode of the SpaceX Show. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to hit the like button and leave a comment down below. If you want to stay updated with SpaceX info, make sure to subscribe and press the bell icon to get notified when I upload. Thanks for watching and have a great day.